and it is none other than the UCL match day 4, which is about to kick off between the two teams. It is PSG and Bayern Munich, which is going to happen at the Parc des Princes, and it is the likes of Liverpool and Real Madrid, where Los Blancos has traveled to Anfield, where they faced the defeat previous season, and this season they are at Anfield to face Liverpool, and Liverpool with their trotting slot, are they going to make good against the likes of Los Blancos, or whether it is the likes of PSG, the UEFA Champions League winner past season, against the likes of Bayern? But it is some sort of disruptive forces which is talking in the UCL table. Arsenal with this win now moving with 4 matches being played, and it is 12 points. They are having that win good for the UCL match day. But PSG over here, look at that, 3 matches played. Bayern, Inter, Real Madrid, they are all in the top 5 positions, and they have played those 3 matches and they have all gathered 9 points. But it is just the points table where the difference is because of the goals being scored, and the goal difference is where the teams are having those lead points. But will this factor be good enough for today's fixture or not? Because it is the likes of Bayern who are up against the likes of PSG at Parc des Princes, and none other than it is the likes of Marcio Mediani, the Italian referee for today's fixture. And this man, Italian man between the French side and the German side, what a big clash it is going to be. It is the rivalry at its peak which is going to happen, because it is Bayern who has faced those injuries of Jamal Musiala in the FIFA World Cup against the likes of PSG, the same team, and the man Donnarumma is not present for today's fixture. Will that be happening? And Los Blancos under Ancelotti, they face that defeat to the Reds. Liverpool caused that defeat, and Arne Slot is the man who has succeeded over Real Madrid, and still now he is struggling in the Premier League for the past 6 fixtures. But in the recent fixture in the Premier League, he has got that win. So we won't be wasting more time into that, and we have made the predictions of all these matches in the videos which we have uploaded today. You guys can have a watch of that, and we will be able to just pin that. But before starting anything into this, let me just put that what is going to be the results. Let me put that on the poll section on the chat, that how are the things going to be turning out today. Let me just pop out this thing and bring it over here and fix that. Who is going to be winning that? Let me put that on the chat, that who is going to be. Let me put that poll, my boys. Who is going to win today? Who is going to win today? Is that the likes of first option being whether it is going to be Paris Saint-Germain? Are they going to be winning that big? Let me put that on the first option. PSG is the first option, and the second one, it is going to be Bayern Munich. PSG and Bayern Munich, these are the 2 options for the first fixture which will be having the watch along, and the second fixture which will be having the watch along is between Liverpool, that is the third option which we have given, and it is the fourth one which is Real Madrid, Los Blancos traveling to Anfield. So that is now the poll which has been pinned onto the chart, that who is going to be winning this. So yes, those of you who are watching this, the poll has been pinned on the chat, that who is going to win today. The 4 options and the 2 matches which will be having the watch along are there. Give your votes onto that, and before giving those votes, give us those like, share and subscribe. And not wasting any more time, we will be moving on to the lineups. Look at that, the lineups of Arne Slot and Xabi Alonso. It is Mamardashvili as per our predictions which we made on the video. Mamardashvili is there, Konate, Van Dijk, the same lineups. Robertson has been picked. Arne Slot now making the decisions good and not picking up Kerkez. Bradley is the man on the right backs. It will be worry. Will Bradley be good enough to defend Vinicius Junior? That is the thing where Arne Slot has to pay those big attentions. But look at that, it is some sort of Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and McAllister are there, but Szoboszlai on the tracking back of Mo Salah is where Salah is not getting those assists from Szoboszlai most of the times. But then also it is Gravenberch, McAllister, Soboslai. These are the three on the mid-page first slot on this fixture. And Gravenberch, who has got a goal in the previous fixture, will be definitely looking to get a conversion or not for this fixture as well. Will he be able to do that? Will Gravenberch be able to get a conversion against the likes of Los Blancos for today? That will be also the thing to watching. But on the other hand, let me put that another thing onto the poll over here. The predictions, the prediction video, let me put that on to our poll. Let me put that prediction poll onto our poll. So give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching it, give your votes until we make the analysis of the team over here. Look at that. It's Soboslai, Gravenberch, McAllister, it is Salah, it is Ekitike who has been picked. Florian Wirtz had been picked, and Gakpo now finally has been dropped. That is what I have been saying for Arne Slot for the most of the time this season, where Gakpo was the man who was allowed to play on the left wings, and it was Florian Wirtz who was given those center midfield positions, center attacking mid-pitch positions to be playing in. But Florian Wirtz most of the time is comfortable on the left mid-pitch, and it is on the left wings where he is comfortable. This lineup from Arne Slot is looking decent. No denying the fact this lineup from Arne Slot is definitely looking decent, and I would say in this whole season Arne Slot has picked the team which is definitely needed to be played. Definitely this team for Arne Slot which he has picked is the team which has to be picked, and he has done his job. No denying the fact this team pickup and the first lineup has been really decent, and all praises for Arne Slot if he is sticking with this team continuously time and again, and he is making those moves. But apart from that, let me just show you another thing over here. Just look at that. It is another, on the other hand, Real Madrid with the lineups over here. Look at the lineups which Los Blancos has picked. Just look at that. The lineups which Alonso has picked over here. It is the likes of Kylian Mbappe. That is definitely a good aspect to be talking about this. And on the other hand, another thing to be picking up over here, look at that. It is the aspects, if we are talking, it is Bellingham, it is Vinicius Jr., it is Camavinga who has been picked. I think Alonso has made some sort of a mistakes into this, picking up Camavinga so early on. And will that be the thing which will be looking good? This thing what Alonso has picked up over here is definitely not looking the talk of the town. It is not looking the talk of the town. Why Camavinga has been picked up? Damn. Rodrigo was the option, Arda Güler was the option, but in terms of speed, I think it is where Xabi Alonso is concerned, and that is the reason why he has picked up the likes of Camavinga on the mid pitch. I think Xabi Alonso with the speed where he wants Liverpool to be not making those big attacks into the aspects, and it is the reason why he has picked up. I think it is the reason why it is Alonso picking up the likes of Camavinga on the mid-page. Look at that. We have been getting those votes, my boys. We have been getting those votes on our poll section. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching the two fixtures and our stream, give your votes on the chat section that who is going to be winning that. PSG 67%, Bayern Munich 0% has got, Liverpool 0%. The Reds are not being favored for today's fixture, and Real Madrid getting 33% votes. That is what in our poll which we have got so far. But Camavinga on the mid-pitch against the likes of Soboslai and Gravenberch, it will be Bellingham who will be playing those box-to-box movements, but Camavinga on those attacking, orchestrating players or those creative playmaker, what he is going to be doing. But Tchouaméni, will he be staying deep down? Or it is the numbers counting for Alonso? Because Carreras, he has defended good against the likes of Barcelona. He has done his job. Matchday is not available. He is down with those pubalgia, and he hasn't even been traveling to Anfield for today's fixture. Militao, it is Valverde, Courtois is there. The worries for Liverpool is definitely it is going to be Matswili who has to be clinical enough to get those saves. That is what the reason is. He has to get those saves. And moreover, talking about it, look at that. It is Ekitike who will be making it. Florian Wirtz is there, but the options which they have got, Look at that. It is Lunin on the goalkeeping aspects for Madrid. Gonzalez is there for the goalkeeping aspects. Alexander-Arnold is in the team, but whether he will be making those substitutes, but Valverde is the man who has been playing those big roles. So no need of Arnold for today's fixture. Raul Asensio in case if any of the centre backs are going to get those injuries. Frank Garcia on the left backs will be option. Mendy is there in the squad. I'll be waiting to see when Xabi Alonso is using Ferland Mendy for this. That is the place where I would be definitely wanting to be watching, that when is the time Xabi Alonso is making those good clinical aspects of Ferland Mendy to be picked on the left backs. Will he be doing that or not? Carreras is doing decent enough, no denying the fact. He won't be needing those substitutions. He is new to the squad. But Mendy, what is the utilization which he will be getting in? It is Gracia also there on the left backs. Some of the aspects of Xabi Alonso with his squad, I would say, on the left backs, he has got those big options. Garcia is there, Mendy is there, Carreras is there. But what are the options of those centre backs? Because it is Alaba who is down to those injuries. That is the case. But on the attacking aspects, look at that. On the mid-pitch, it is Ceballos who will be definitely making today, because Camavinga and the likes of Bellingham, one of them would be needing those substitutions. Or if Tchouaméni is not going to perform well, it will be a factor. Whatever worrying is for Real Madrid for today's fixture, it is neither on the attacks, it is neither on the defense, but what he will be lacking for today is that depth in the mid-pitch after those 60 to 65 minutes. That will be the worry where Alonso will have to be very clinical, because only the options of Ceballos is there. But will he be using Fran Garcia on the left mid-pitch? Will he be using Mendy on the left mid-pitch? Or will he be using Alexander-Arnold on the mid-pitch in the second half, along with the likes of Ceballos, whom is Alonso going to be picking up on the mid-pitch after those 65 to 70 minutes? That will be the thing worrying for Alonso, because Bellingham, I don't think that he will be sustaining more than 70-75 minutes for today's fixture at Anfield, because it will be all those rust on the legs which will be talking big. But this is the place where Alonso has to be definitely critical. Rodrigo is there on the attacks. Enrique has got the chance in the previous La Liga. He made his debut, first appearance this season. He has just played few minutes, only a single match. Will Enrique be the wild card entry for the super subs which Alonso will be using? Because Alonso hasn't used Enrique so far. Look at the stats of Enrique so far, what he has played. He has just got so few times, just one match. Enrique has got just a single match being played for Alonso this season. Enrique will be the man where Alonso could be making those wild card entries in the super sub role. Enrique is the man. I will be expecting that to be doing that from Alonso. Rodrigo is there as usual if it is the need required. Alonso will be relying on him, but not depending much. But Gonzalo Garcia and Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz on the mid-pitch with the likes of Alexander-Arnold, or it will be likes of Dani Ceballos. On the mid-pitch is where I think Xabi Alonso will be feeling the crisis. Already he must have felt that how things are going to be making into this. But no denying the fact, I would say one thing, that Alonso needs to be picking up the squad good. And what he has done is he has picked up the big squad, because picking up Camavinga down in the first lineup is the thing where it was the need of the hour, and Alonso has definitely done that. Give your views, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on our live poll. Still, there is 15 more minutes left for the kickoff, and it was the lineup of Liverpool and Real Madrid. But look at that. On the aspects of Liverpool's substitutions, it is Joe Gomez on the defensive aspects. Woodman is there on the goalkeeping aspects. Kerkez on the left backs. Will he be brought up? Because if the likes of Robertson is not yielding good, and the likes of Arne Slot is going to be picking up Kerkez from here, will that be the option which Xabi Alonso is waiting to be making the substitutions of Rodrigo or Brahim Diaz? If that is going to be the case for Liverpool. And what are we in the only mid-pitch? Curtis Jones not being picked for today's fixture in the starting lineup for Arne Slot. Definitely a good job. But on the aspects, it is Chiesa, Gakpo and Gumoa are the three attacking aspects. So Arne Slot is having that squad not big enough, but he can definitely make those substitutions, which is the need of the hour. But the most terrifying fact will be, just look at that, it is Esteban Kovacs, the referee on the pitch for today, where the likes of Liverpool and Real Madrid will be facing each other at Anfield. That is what the story is between the match day for Liverpool and Real Madrid, where the things are going to be talking and what the things are going to be happening. And we will now be moving on to the fixtures of PSG and the likes of Bayern Munich over here. Just now look at the lineup. My goodness. PSG are the UEFA Champions League winners. But in talking about the PSG's recent form, if you are seeing it, look at the lineup which they used. They used Barcola, it was Mayulu, it was Kvaratskhelia, Dembele was not present for that. And they got a 1-0 victory. Vitina, it is Emery, and João Neves was on the mid page for Luis Enrique. But Mendes, Pacho, Zabarni, and Hakimi. But Zabarni is the man on a suspension. He has got a direct red card, and it is Lucas on the goalkeeping aspects. But the injuries of Zabarni, Desire Doué are the things worrying. Enrique hasn't picked up. And for Bayern Munich, it is Davies and Hiroki Ito, as well as the likes of Musiala is not being present with the squad. But Bayern has used the likes of Jackson and the likes of Guerrero, Gnabry, and Karl, who were there on the attacking aspects. That is the thing worrying is. But Vincent Kompany made those substitutions in the latter half, bringing in the aspects of Harry Kane, Olise, and Luis Diaz, but they couldn't get a goal. That was the thing. They won it by 3-0 against Leverkusen. That was a dull season which Leverkusen showed, but it was at the Alliance. And it was Tom Bishop, it was Jonathan Tah, Min-jae Kim, and Lima with the aspects of Manuel Neuer on the goalkeeping aspects, where they got those victory against the likes of Leverkusen. But for today's fixture, look at this. It is Marquinhos and William Pacho are the men who has been picked. That is what the difference is. Look at that. The difference is what it is showing. For PSG over here, it was Pacho and Zabarni. But now in the lineups, it is Marquinhos and Pacho who has been picked. It is Hakimi and Nuno Mendes as usual on those sweeper backs. These two men, to be talking about Hakimi, is the most assist maker of this season in the UCL so far in the 3 match days. Fabian Ruiz is back from the injuries on the mid-page. Vitina is there. Zaire Emery is there. But the thing which is not looking good is that João Neves hasn't been picked on the mid-page. That is where the concern is. Luis Enrique hasn't picked the aspects of João Neves over here. Will that be a worry? Because for preventing Luis Diaz to be moving high up onto the attacks, Luis Enrique thinks João Neves is not the need, and it is Hakimi and Fabian Ruiz who will be there. But Hakimi, most of the times, whenever he will be contributing high up on the pitch, Fabian Ruiz, will he be making that good aspects? That is the thing to watch. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching our live stream and watching these 2 fixtures, give your votes that who is going to be winning this. We are waiting for your votes to be coming on to our poll. But again, look at that. It is Bayern again with the aspects of Harry Kane on the forwards. Harry Kane, if he is dropping down, Gnabry will be moving high up. Mikel Olise up against the likes of Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes had a poor gameplay against Mikel Olise, especially in the FIFA World Cup. Nuno Mendes was not definitely good enough, but it was Mikel Olise who was making those big aspects, because in the head-to-head performances, look at the performance of both the teams. It is 7 wins for PSG and 9 wins for Bayern so far in their history of clashes which has happened. But PSG up against the likes of Bayern Munich, which they won 2-0. That was the big disheartening moments which Bayern fans got. But look at that. It is those big memories where Nuno Mendes got, but in the events where it was Desire Doué and Dembele, those were the 2 goals which PSG got in the 78th minute. It was not a goal being considered by both the teams up to those 77 minutes, and it was some sort of a passing aspect from João Neves and the likes of Hakimi, both of those assists which came in. That was the thing. But João Neves was there from the starting of that fixture, Vitina and the likes of Fabian Ruiz. But there is a change on the mid-pitch, which Fabian Ruiz has made into this. It was Desire Doué, Barcola and Kvaratskhelia who were there on those aspects in the FIFA Club World Cup. But it was Bambi who was there and Koeman. These were the two men who were there, and Pavlovic was there on the mid pitch. Stanisic was also available. Changes have been made. It was Jonathan Tah and Upamecano on the centre backs. Changes have been made, and for today's fixture, the changes have been there. It is on the goalkeeping aspects of PSG where they are not having Donnarumma. It is on the mid pitch, I would say it is Zaire Emery who has been picked up, but Joao Neves not given those opportunities, and it is Kvaratskhelia, Dembele and Barcola. But in that fixture, it was Desire Doué who made up with the aspects of Barcola and Kvaratskhelia, because Dembele was on some sort of substitutions which he got to be playing into that. So Luis Enrique not giving up those aspects because Desire Doué is on an injury. But for Vincent Kompany, look at that. It is Upamecano and Tah who are there, and the same Pavlovic and Kimmich on the mid pitch. The same thing he has picked up. But instead of Koeman, there is now Luis Diaz, and instead of Jamal Musiala, now it is the likes of Chef Serge Gnabry. Stanisic is there back from the injuries, and he has been picked on the right backs, or he will be playing on the left backs, or Lammer will be going on to those right backs. This is the thing looking to be happening, because Barcola needs to be prevented. It is likes of Kvaratskhelia and Hakimi where the talking will be done if Fabian Ruiz is moving more into that. We have made the predictions of both these fixtures. But look at that. In the head-to-head performances, it is PSG in the UCL hasn't got a goal. In the Champions League, it was way back in 27th November in the previous season. It was 1-0 win where Bayern got, and it was the goal coming in from a header from Min Jae Kim on the 38th minute. That was a single goal, but that happened at the Allianz. Again, way back in 2022 and 23, it was 2-0 where Choupo-Moting and the likes of Gnabry got a goal. These were the things which happened. But again, at the Parc des Princes, Bayern registered that win, and it was Kingsley Coman from the academy of PSG. He came to Bayern, but he got a goal. Again, 2020-21, it was Choupo-Moting. So these are the unknown players: Choupo-Moting, Kingsley Coman, Serge Gnabry. They have been getting those goals. Again, way back in 2021, it was Choupo-Moting who got that goal. Look at that. Choupo-Moting had been a terror, and Coman had been a terror for the PSG. And PSG, the last time they registered a win, it was 2020-21 at the Allianz in the quarterfinals, where it was Kylian Mbappe who got a goal. Marquinhos and Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe got 2 goals against Bayern. But again, it was Choupo-Moting who got a goal, and the legendary Thomas Muller getting that second goal. But Bayern got that defeat. But on a global of 3 each was the score line. Again, back in 2019-20, this was the UCL final. It was again Kingsley Coman who got that goal. So from Bavaria, getting a goal against PSG hasn't happened. This is the worry for Vincent Kompany. And from PSG, they haven't scored in the past 4 fixtures in the Champions League. They have failed to score a goal. Soon we will be showing the exact timeline which is happening on our stream, and we will be showing that what is going to be happening. But before doing that, let me just show it. Let me just show this, that how are things going to be happening. How are things going to be happening for today's fixture? Just wait a minute. We still have got 5 minutes left for the kickoff. Still 5 minutes left for the kickoff. And to be talking more upon this UCL, look at this. The players who have been talking about it is 56 matches which has been played so far. 203 goals being scored. My goodness, 3.63 goals per match. And in the matches over here, look at that. It is Arsenal who has got a 3-0 victory. The match day 4 has begun for Arsenal and Slavia Praha, and Arsenal has registered their 3 goals. Saka getting a goal, Mikel Merino getting 2 goals. 3-0 is the score line. And Napoli and Frankfurt, it has ended in 0 each. Napoli has failed to score against Frankfurt, and Frankfurt even failing to score against Frankfurt. The likes of Napoli, what is Antonio Conte doing up over here? Antonio Conte failing to register a goal against Frankfurt at their home, and it is Dino Topmuller who has just made a positive impact with Frankfurt. But now it is PSG and Bayern Munich and the likes of Liverpool and Real Madrid. Apart from that, it is Atletico against the likes of Union Saint-Gilloise, Juventus against Sporting CP, Olympiacos and PSV are the fixtures, and Hotspurs against the likes of Copenhagen. My goodness, so many of the fixtures. How on this holy earth are you being able to watch that? For me, only these two fixtures, PSG Bayern Munich and Liverpool Real Madrid. If I get a time, I will watch this fixture of Juventus and Sporting CP. That will be thing I would be wanting to having, because it is Spalletti who has been sacked from Juventus, and it is Spalletti who has been called in for Juventus, and it is Borges whom for Sporting CP I have been watching that. So in the stats about the UEFA Champions League, look at that. The featured players for the Champions League so far: Kylian Mbappe on the top, Harry Kane on the top with 5 goals. Haaland is there on those 4 goals. He has a fixture tomorrow. Haaland will be facing against Dortmund, his previous club. But in the penalty goals, again, Kylian Mbappe has got the maximum 3 penalties, 3 competitions. What a big gift which has been given to Kylian Mbappe. Anthony Gordon and the likes of Benzema have also got 2. But on the other hand, the best goalkeeping aspects, look at that. It is goalless. Jan Sommer has kept a clean sheet in 3 of his matches. My goodness. David Raya has also kept a clean sheet. Arsenal are cooking big. Look at the clean sheet aspects over here. Courtois has considered a single goal in 3 matches in the UCL. Manuel Neuer in 3 matches has considered twice. Vicario from Hotspur twice. Nick Pope, Donnarumma has also considered twice. Chevalier has considered twice. That has been the story. But look at that. Jan Sommer and David Raya, both of these 2 goalkeepers have kept a clean sheet so far in 3 matches. What a big performance. And after that, it is Courtois conceding 1, and it is Manuel Neuer who has conceded twice. In these 3 matches, that is what the story is for the goalkeepers. Penalty saves, it is Carnesci from Atlanta who has got a big penalty saved. Yellow cards, oh my goodness, Arsenal with Zubimendi already with 3 yellow cards. It will be worrying if that is going to be Casado with 2. The card and the bookings for the players have been really painful for the managers if that is going to be the case, if that is definitely going to be the case. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. We are waiting for your votes to be coming in. And the kickoff is about to happen. It's just now 2 minutes left for that. And these are the final stats which we are watching. Red cards, it is Taylor who has got 1. Zabarny has got from PSG. But in the assist is the thing where the things are talking. PSG with Hakimi has got 3 assists. Ademi has got twice. Julian Alvarez twice. De Bruyne twice. Bakula again, look at that. Bakula and Hakimi are the men. But for Bayern over here, it is Lima and none from the likes of Real Madrid in terms of assist. That is the misery I am talking about. Florian Wirtz has got 2 assists in the UCL. That is the thing which is looking on the top. And Szoboszlai also has got 2. These are the 2 men making those creative passes, and Arne Slot is making that. But again, look at that. PSG with Nuno Mendes has got those assists. So that is the thing which is going to be happening, and we will be now shutting off this, and the final lineups is now up because the players are now up onto the pitch, and anytime the kickoff is about to happen. And over here it is Liverpool and Real Madrid with the likes of Marcio Mariani, the Italian referee, who will be watching this. I mean, Bayern and PSG, this is the referee Marcio Mariani, and Liverpool and Real Madrid, both these matches are going to get a kickoff, and the referee for Real Madrid and Liverpool, it is the likes of Esteban Kovacs who will be on the pitch for today. So the referees are all set. The players are now seen coming onto the pitch. The UEFA Nations Champions League anthem is now being played. Anytime the kickoff is about to happen, the players are ready on the pitch. 15 seconds left for the kickoff. Anything can happen, my boys. Anything can happen. We have the exact timelines. We have the exact scores. Everything is ready onto our screen. Now the kickoff is about to happen in just 3, 2, 1. The countdown is going to happen. We will be watching both the matches. It is the likes of PSG and Bayern Munich, and on the other hand, it is Liverpool and Real Madrid. These are the 2 fixtures we will be watching for. The kickoff is about to happen. Who is going to win that? Look at that. It is now the final lineups which are being shown. The final lineups now are being shown. Give your votes, my boys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. What will be the outcome? This is the match day 4, and all the football fans across the globe will be just waiting to be watching these fixtures. Look at that. It is the likes of Marzio Mariani who is having that toss on the page. It is Marquinhos and Manuel Neuer who are having those words, exchange of words. It was the revenge which the Bavaria is going to take for Jamal Musiala. Is it the revenge which Los Blancos are going to take for the previous season's defeat against the likes of Liverpool? What is that going to be? Just in under 1 minute, the kickoff is about to happen. Anytime the kickoff is about to happen. It is the lineups which are being shown on the screen. Look at that. Again, the lineups are being shown. My goodness. This is the final lineup. This is the lineup which is being shown. Real Madrid and Liverpool, the lineups are over here. And with the aspects of PSG and Bayern Munich, these are the lineups over here. But who is going to roar high today, my boys? Who is going to roar high? Anytime the kickoff is about to happen, the referees Esteban Kovac and Marcio Mariani, both of them are just having the whistle on their mouthpiece anytime they are going to blow that. Will Real Madrid get their redemption of that previous season? Will Bayern will get their redemption against the likes of PSG? Look at that. My lips are just shaking bad. The kickoff has happened, my boys. The kickoff has happened for PSG and Bayern over here. It is a long ball, high given up. Manuel Neuer passing that. It is the men in white from Bayern who are staying with Manuel Neuer again passing that. He goes in. It is Stanisic who places that. It is for Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz up against the likes of Hakimi. Hakimi has got a clearance. No, Diaz winning that. It is a rebound. Gnabry, will he get that? No. It is now again Marquinhos placing the ball back. It is so early. PSG looking to be rotating up. It is now Stanisic being targeted again. It is Bakula versus Stanisic which is looking happening. The kickoff has happened. The kickoff has happened, and any time we can see a goal incoming. Both the teams are just trying to get their early moments on the page. And on the other hand, Liverpool and Real Madrid, the kickoff has happened. Both the kickoffs have happened, my boys. Oh my goodness, look at that. Marquinhos is going to take that throw. It is Zaire Emery, places that. He places it to Hakimi. Block coming in from Stanisic, placing that to Luis Diaz. Man looking that. Harry Kane again. Lone man, but he places Kimmich good enough. Kimmich again back to Harry Kane. Pavlovic this time goes in. Bayern looking to be making those passes. Upamecano is going for a long ball for Olise. No. Olise was not ready so early in this to get a long ball from Upamecano. Lucas on the goalkeeping aspects from PSG, placing that now to Marquinhos. Harry Kane is putting that pressure. It is a throw which Marquinhos has conceded. Marquinhos has felt the pressure from Harry Kane. Marquinhos has felt the pressure. Stanisic taking that throw. Goes for Pavlovic. Pavlovic back on here for Jonathan Tah this time. Goes for Upamecano. Upamecano is trying to find Olise. Yes, Lama is getting that. Olise is there. Olise is tracking back. But a ball win-win situation. It is Kvaratskhelia who has got that. Placing it. It is Tah who has got a marvelous block. Otherwise, it could have been an assist. And Bakula would have got a chance to have a shot on target. It is the mid-pitch where it is looking. I was saying in the predictions as well in our video, which we have uploaded, that it is on the mid-pitch where Bayern will be looking to get suffocated, and that is what the things are happening. But it is the clinical aspects which Bayern has to be make that. It is Pavlovic, yes, now getting that interception, ball win situation, Olise getting outnumbered. It is the speed which is talking. I'm talking it again, my boys. It is the speed which is talking. The clash is looking happening. It is Vitina now placing that. He goes in. Dembele dropping down. He goes for Paco. Upamecano making that tackle good enough. It is an early goal. Olise, he will get that. He places it. Luis Diaz, will he get a shot into the net? Luis Diaz has got it, and in just 3 minutes 20 seconds, the Champions League winners of the previous season have conceded, and it is Bayern who has got an early goal in 3 minutes 30 seconds. Mia San Mia moment coming in at Parc des Princes, and it was the revenge which needs to be taken because Jamal Musiala Bambi was injured, and the early pressure coming in, it was Marquinhos who gave a throw to the pressure of Harry Kane, and now it was a block coming in. Upamecano pressing it high up. Pavlovic placing that on the deflected ball, and it was Serge Gnabry replacing to Olise. Olise getting that but gets a missed shot. Lucas saving that, but on the rebound again, it was Luis Diaz who got the ball, and it is Luis Diaz, Lion King, Lucho from Liverpool has scored, and Bayern in just under 3 minutes 20 seconds has scored a goal against the previous season Champions League winners. It is Bayern who has got those defeats to Chelsea, the FIFA World Club winners, and now it is PSG who are down by 1-0 at their home. What is this going to be? My goodness, all the Bavaria fans will be roaring high because this one up so early will definitely add that more boost to the team, and where they can suffocate more to the PSG. Or is that the reverse thing which is going to be happening, that PSG are going to get more goals? Oh my goodness, I just couldn't even put that question. Who scores first? Who tops the table after first half? Who tops the table after the first half? That is now the question which has been put onto the chat, and with an early goal, it will be now the hard work which PSG had to do at home. That is where the things will be looking in. Manuel Neuer, he gets the ball, gets a good clearance, and the ball is off for a throw. Give your votes, my boys, give your votes. An early goal, and it is Luis Diaz, the transfer which has got in, and Bayern getting a goal from Luis Diaz. That will be a big time, big time. It is the transfer which Bayern got from Liverpool, and it is Luis Diaz who came in, and in the Champions League in the matchday 4, you are going to get a goal from a transfer. Man, this season, Harry Kane with the deflection, will he get the ball? No. Joshua Kimmich this time. Upamecano is letting the ball loose, and it is Dembele who is just trying to evaluate that, but Manuel Neuer has to be really careful about that. Because Upamecano is one-on-one. It is Harry Kane who has got the ball. He now places it. Luis Diaz again. He has got Gnabry. Yes, placing it good. Harry Kane. Lamo, will he get a shot? It is a block coming in. My goodness, inside the box. Lamo was there. Just a shot to be taken. But not clinical enough to convert that into a goal, my boy. Joshua Kimmich again. Bayern looking to be pressing now. Taking the possession. He goes for Stanisic, Luis Diaz. Kimmich this time. It is the PSG who are trying to just implement those pitch slow on the aspects. But on the other hand, it is Real Madrid and the likes of Liverpool. Still goalless, my boy, still goalless. So match day 4, these are the two matches we are watching. Liverpool and Real Madrid, it is still goalless. And on the other hand, it is Bayern and PSG, it is 1-0 the score line. Will Vincent Kompany add that 16th win? Official 16th win, will that be happening? My goodness, in just under 3 minutes 20 seconds is the goal coming in. Now a throw that is for Vitina on the mid page. Olise has got a block. Interceptions coming in from Fabian Ruiz this time. Hakimi. It goes for Barcola. Hakimi goes in again. It is Vitina this time. He goes for Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes, will he get past Olise? No, he is staying deep down. Look at that. It is Joshua Kimmich high up. But Meccano is high up. That is what PSG wants. And Vidina is trying to find those spaces. He places that to Pacho. Back to the goalkeeper, Lucas. Vidina again. It is the numbers counting looking on the pitch. Lama, a good tackle it is. He's staying on the right backs. A good tackle it is to Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes down on the pitch. He is appealing for a foul. It is Marcio Marini on the pitch giving a free kick for PSG. It is a free kick being given in. Marcio Marini, the Italian man on the pitch, has given a free kick so early to PSG so far. PSG rolling the ball. Beraldo placing that to Marquinhos. Baikula is dropping down. He is trying to find Hakimi, but no. What an interception coming in from Luis Diaz. The match is now looking dull from PSG. They are not being able to count those numbers. A win-win situation. Lama has got a tackle, winning it from Kvaratskhelia. What a pass from Olise, back heel with his left footer. He was trying to find Lama, but the ball is out for a throw. Creativity looking in from Olise again, and he is getting past Nuno Mendes like he's doing those nutmegs. Nutmegs happening, and it is the likes of Olise who is getting past Nuno Mendes like anything. He is getting past Nuno Mendes like anything. Can Bayern get their second goal? Or will PSG equalize? Medina this time goes in. Marquinhos. Back to Lucas. Lucas is now clearing that ball. He is looking for high up. Lama has got a clearance. Look at that. Lama is staying deep down. It is Olise placing back to Lama. Manuel Neuer. Risky clearance. Lama got the clearance. Not good enough, but Neuer was well aware of that situation. Lucas this time again. Placing it. What more Bayern fans could have wanted? That early goal against PSG in 3 minutes 20 seconds, and the things are talking. It is now 10 minutes 15 seconds on the watch. Olise again doing a nutmeg. It is Lama winning that, placing that to Meccano. Luis Diaz, what a dribble class he is looking like. This time placing it. Stanisic on the left backs. Stanisic is looking to hold the momentum of the ball, passing back to Ta. That is what the mistake you are doing, man. That is what the mistake, because if you are passing back to the defenders, it is PSG who will be looking to make those counters. It is Olise up against Nuno Mendes, but Mendes has got a clearance. Back to Lucas. Lucas goes for Marquinhos this time. Back to Mendes. PSG are looking to find their spaces on the mid pitch. And now again, it is a long ball. Kvaratskhelia this time. He is near the box. Lama is there to safeguard it. Well blocked from him. It is the numbers counting on the pitch, my boy. Definitely, this was the thing Bayern was playing in the FIFA World Cup as well. This was the thing which Bayern was playing in the FIFA World Cup as well. But the first half injury had from Musiala got those things really overturned for Bayern. Barcola this time trying to place Hakimi. Clearance coming in. Stanisic gets that clearance good enough. It is PSG who has got a throw. It is so close to the corners. Hakimi placing that. Zaire Emery placing that back to Marquinhos. Pacho this time. Mendes. Mendes places that to Kvaratskhelia. Back to Mendes. Mendes has won the Nations League with Portugal. Mendes has won the Champions League with PSG. He has been definitely in one of his best form. But against the likes of Olise, it is where Mendes doesn't have those things to be talking. And so far in these stats, it is Bayern who has taken 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 goal, but PSG at home hasn't been able to register a shot on target, neither a shot on attempt. And on the other hand, Real Madrid and Liverpool is still goalless, 14 minutes of the gameplay, and in the stats, none of the teams has registered a shot on goal, neither on target, neither an attempt. What is going to be the outcome? Give your votes, my boys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on our live poll, which has been pinned onto the chat. And the question is also there that who tops the table after first half? After the match day 4, who tops the table? Give your answers to that as well. Nuno Mendes now. PSG are looking to find those spaces. It is João Neves who is not there. And now with the likes of Barcola has got a good dribble. He has got past Stanisic. He is up there. Whom is he going to pass? He places that, but a block from Ta. Jonathan Ta has got an interception, but at the cost of a set piece, a corner kick going to be awarded. Dembele takes that corner good enough. He places it to Hakimi. Hakimi to Vitina. He was close to the box. Luis Diaz on that interception, placing it. He goes for Kimmich. Diaz goes in. He places that. What a marvelous cross from Diaz. And Olise. Mendes this time has got past Olise. Mendes trying to find the mid-pitch. No, denied. Lama has blocked the block. Fabian Ruiz takes a shot. Left footer, not his preferred foot. Was a deflection over there. It was a deflection coming in from the aspects of his own player Kvaratskhelia, but no worries for Manuel Neuer this time. But that would have been offside because Kvaratskhelia was high on those centre-back aspects. Again, I am saying it is where Bayern on the mid-pitch will be looking to be suffocating. That is what the things I would be saying it. And again, I would be saying is that it is on the mid-pitch where Bayern will be looking to be suffocating. That is what the thing will be worrying for Bayern. But look at that, Luis Diaz just crossing that ball so high up to Olise, but Olise just couldn't make that happen. Upamecano trying to find Stanisic. Stanisic is getting that lone man out. He's back from the injuries. He hasn't had those regular time this season. He has been playing some of the matches earlier, but he has missed some of the matches, and now back after time, he has to be coming up big in those forms. A header coming in, Harry Kane. A ball win situation again. Zaire Emery this time, back to Hakimi. Again looking for a build-up. It is now Marquinhos. Goes for Pacho. Mendes places the ball. He goes for Fabian Ruiz, but no. Gets that block. He places it to Upamecano. Olise. Harry Kane making a move. Olise places that ball back to Lama. Lama this time goes for Manuel Neuer. This time again. Places it. Stanisic. That is what PSG will be looking to get those. It is Harry Kane looking to place it high up. Will Pavlovic be moving in? That is the place where Jamal Musiala is the need of the hour. That is the place where Jamal Musiala is the need of the hour. Kimmich has got that block. Harry Kane gets that. Whom is he going to place? Harry Kane takes a lot of a time. He is there on an open space, but getting overpopulated. It is PSG, the man in blue, who got that space totally blocked for Harry Kane. It is a ball win situation. Gnabry has won that. Pavlovic this time takes a shot. It is a second goal. Pavlovic just misses it by inches. It was a ball win-win situation. It should be a conversion coming in. Pavlovic takes that shot. I think it is a deflection. Yes, it was into the nets. It was Willian Pacho who got a deflection and the ball went away from the nets. Otherwise, it would have been that second goal. It is that mid-pitch where Bayern are looking, struggling, I would say time and again. Now it is a set piece going to be coming in. Vincent Kompany already having those talk with Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer is now seen talking with Vincent Kompany because it is a set piece now being taken. And in that time, Vincent Company is having those words with Manuel Neuer to be giving those instructions to the pitch. Joshua Kimmich going to take that corner with his right footer from the left part of the pitch. Will he get an assist or a header goal coming in? My goodness, this has been stopped. Mario Mariani has stopped the gameplay because he thinks that Joshua Kimmich has placed the ball high up on those circles, and he asked Kimmich to be keeping the ball back. The corner being taken now. A header coming in so close to the first post. Deflection to it. Fabian Ruiz this time gets the deflection goal. Ball back to Kimmich now again. Kimmich places it. He goes for Lama deep down. Lama is placing that. Luis Diaz goes for Upamecano, tracking back. He places it high up. Olise is taking his time. Upamecano back places that to Lama again. Ta gets Upamecano this time. What a lofted pass, good enough to Olise. Olise has got a win-win situation. Fabian Ruiz getting an ugly tackle to stop Olise. Fabian Ruiz getting an ugly tackle to Olise. Olise has a fall, but the referee on the pitch, Marcio Mariani, not giving a card for that. It is Lama now going for Olise. Olise places that. Gnabry this time goes for Pavlovic. Deflection coming in. Vitina is pressing it. Pavlovic goes for Diaz. Diaz on the edge of the box. Will he make a shot? No. He places it to Gnabry. Diaz is there. He is getting it inside the box. Clearance from Marquinhos. But a deflection was there but couldn't get the ball. Diaz just couldn't get the ball. It is that second goal which I am thinking Bayern are going to be having soon. Luis Diaz places that. It is a win-win situation. Luis Diaz placing to Harry Kane, but again missing it by inches. It is Bayern who are looking to destroy PSG so early in the first half, but that just couldn't happen. The second goal, I was seeing that second goal incoming. It was so close. Luis Diaz, Harry Kane, so close, but couldn't get that. 1-0 is the scoreline now. Still 1-0 is the scoreline. The sole goal from Luis Diaz is staying. But Bayern have to be clinical to get that second goal. If they are looking to get some rest on their legs, some spaces of fresh breath which they want to afford, then they have to get that second goal in the first half. They are making that. Upamecano getting that deflection. Gnabry gets that. Will he place it to Harry Kane? No, it is Olise. It is Gnabry. Both of them are speeding it. It was Harry Kane offside. Olise getting that ball. It is PSG looking to struggle. It is PSG looking to struggle like anything. Olise is making a fun of Mendes. What a fun Olise is making. It was Pacho, it was Mendy, and Olise was making a fun. Bayern are looking now with a 1-goal lead, trying to make some mockery of PSG players, but that lead of 1 goal won't be that good. You need that second goal, my boys. Get that second goal. It is the need of the hour. The need of the second goal is where you have to come up big. Give your votes, my boys. Give your votes. We are waiting for your votes to be coming on to our poll. It's failure this time. PSG are looking to build up. He goes in. Lama is there. He places that to Mendes. Mendes changes the direction of the ball. It is Barcola now. Diaz is there. Barcola goes for the far post. Fabian Ruiz gets that. And what a goal to be coming in. It is Fabian Ruiz getting that. And it is Dembele. The flags were not raised. It is Dembele who has got the equalizer. The goal is there. The flags were not raised. Was that offside? Was that offside? Was Upamecano and the likes of Dembele were there? Look at that. Dembele made that move. It is Upamecano who just couldn't keep that centre-back lineup, and he was down inside the box, and he has made Dembele to concede. Upamecano was so down and he let Dembele to get that goal. My goodness. The equalizer has come in. The equalizer has come in, and it is the goal coming in from the Ballon d'Or winner. It is Dembele who has now got a goal. My goodness. But then it is a VR check. It is going on. But I think it was Dembele who was not offside. It was Dembele, I think, who was not offside. It is offside, my boys. It is offside. That is what I was saying. Upamecano was dropping down deep, but it was offside. So this goal is not going to stand. My goodness, what a big relief. What a big relief. This goal is being ruled out offside, and the Ballon d'Or winner just gets a touch into the box so far in 24 minutes at his home fixture, and now it was being ruled offside. But Bayern has to be really clinical. Upamecano was dropping down. It could have been a bad situation. Goal kick being awarded. Manuel Neuer getting that. This is it to Harry Kane. Ball tracking back. It is Pavlovic placing that to Stanisic. Back to Stanisic. Stanisic is the man where he is looking to be a bit struggling. Neuer again. Back to Stanisic this time. Trying to find Gnabry. He has got that. Will that be offside? Gnabry is there. Will he get a touch? Make a shot, my boy. I think Gnabry was offside then also. Look at that move. Gnabry was not offside. The flags were not. Was Gnabry off? Yes, it was. It was the through ball coming in from Tar was a bit late. My goodness, it is the Ballon d'Or winner Dembele already moving out of the pitch, and it is Kang In Lee, number 19, coming in. Ballon d'Or winner Dembele is out of the pitch. Is it some sort of injuries, or is it looking to be doing shit in his pants? And Dembele, the Ballon d'Or winner, is already out of the pitch in 25 minutes. Can you just afford that? You are Ballon d'Or winner and you are going to shit in your pants and you are out of the pitch in just under 25 minutes. Quite a boo-boo that will be for PSG's Dembele, because what has happened to him? Is that some sort of injury which is looking to be happening? Or is that those big shit which he has done in his pants, and that is what he is leaving the pitch in 25 minutes? Luis Enrique is making the team's first substitution at Parc des Princes with Kang In Lee replacing Ousmane and Dembele, but no updates that why Dembele has been dropped. Ballon d'Or winner performing bad, or has he done that shit in his pants? So up against the likes of Bayern Munich, it is the PSG chairman who is sitting over there on the stands watching and witnessing this. But still, Bayern are only having that one goal lead. Will they make it comfortable with 2 goals? Luis Diaz making his moves. He is making those risky attempts. Kang In Lee and Luis Diaz having a fight with the ball. Luis Diaz is winning it everything, and a tackle has been won. A tackle has been won. But look at that, the offside which is stating it is Upamecano, whose right foot was not there, and the right foot which came in, it was high enough from Dembele in that fixture, and Dembele, after getting a goal from there, just moves out because his goal has been ruled offside. Manuel Neuer this time going for a goal kick. 27 minutes on the watch. Harry Kane. This is that. It is an interception. Pavlovic getting that. This time. He goes for Stanisic. Stanisic places that to Diaz. Diaz looking to be creative. What a move from Diaz. Look at that. He places that. Pavlovic good enough. Diaz. It is Luis Diaz who is getting the ball glued to his legs. Serge Gnabry placing that to Lima. Harry Kane. Lima is not making these moves. My goodness. Lima should have made that move for Harry Kane. But Lima just stuck to that position on the right mid flanks. Bayern are committing some mistakes on the flanks, my boys. Bayern are really committing some mistakes on the flanks. That could be dangerous. Give your votes, my boys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Will PSG be more humiliated? Bayern will suffocate them to the maximum of the possible. Again, that is, I think, a cross being judged offside. No, denied. Nuno Mendes trying to find high up. It is interception coming in. Olise gets that. Lima this time places it to Diaz. Make a shot. Make a shot. Make a shot, my boy. Diaz. It is Luis Diaz on the edge of the box, just taking that time to turn and got overpopulated by the men in blue from Luis Enrique's PSG. It is that clinical second goal which Bayern needs to get in the first half. And on the other hand, if you're talking about Real Madrid and Liverpool, my goodness, still goalless. Oh my goodness, look at that. It is the Reds who have taken 4 shots and 1 on target. But Real Madrid lost blancos only 3 and not a single shot on target at Anfield. My goodness, what is that looking for Real Madrid and Liverpool? 2 fouls are there. No set pieces coming in for Los Blancos. Possession is also not high enough for Liverpool. Real Madrid are looking to rolling the ball. My goodness, still goalless. Still goalless. It is still goalless. Now over here, Bayern and PSG, it is Luis Enrique's man who are looking to disrupt the gameplay of Bayern, but they are not trying to get those build-ups, but they are just looking for those long balls now. It is now again Fabian Ruiz looking high up. He goes in. It is Bacola who has got that. What a block from Manuel Neuer. That is what I was saying. PSG will now be looking on for those long balls. Harry Kane getting that interception, trying to place for Gnabry. Block coming in. No. That is what the inverted backs of Bayern needs to be careful. It is Stanisic and it is the likes of Lima. It is a ball win situation. Stanisic winning that. Places that for Harry Kane. Will he go for Luis Diaz? He has got that. He places that. Gnabry, make a shot. Make a shot. It is into the nets. A deflection to the first post. How could you afford that, my boy? You were inside the box to get that shot. You take that shot so clinically. It hits the inside of the first post. And it gets a rebound out of the goal, a shot from Gnabry. What an ugly situation you could expect in the Champions League match day 4, and Serge Gnabry just missing that goal. The ball just touches the first post inside of it and the ball comes outside of the post. My goodness, PSG has made the post of this fixture completely joke, because it is the ball hitting the inside of the post and it is coming out with a rebound. What is that curve? What is that science which PSG have made in with the post safeguarding the nets? It is Luis Diaz winning that. Make a shot. Luis Diaz second goal. PSG are getting humiliated, my boy. Mia San Mia is looking happening and Bayern are crushing that. It is what our predictions were, and it is time and again building that, and it is PSG, the previous season Champions League winner, are now getting crushed. My goodness, what more? Look at that press. It is numbers counting on the pitch for Bayern. Harry Kane was pressing it up against Marquinhos. Luis Diaz again making that press, and the speed of Diaz, it is Marquinhos who was completely dumbstruck. He was not knowing what is happening. Luis Diaz gets the ball loose inside the box. He cuts in. He takes a shot on an attempt, and it is his second goal. It is the transfer from Liverpool. Bayern got this man, Luis Diaz, Lucho, and now 2 goals against PSG, and the unavailability of Jamal Musiala is not there, and Bayern is doing the talking. And look on the sidelines, it is Vincent Company already making those roaring movements. My goodness, 32 minutes and it is 2 goals up. Bayern. Now who will do with the talking? Who will be doing the talking? It is now the need of the third goal, my boy, inside the first half. Make those numbers counting, my boys. Make those numbers counting. Make those numbers counting. It is in need of the third goal. Lucas, the goalkeeper of PSG, now again trying to make a long ball. Bakola this time up against the likes of Lama. Lama places that back. Neuer. Neuer gets that. He places it hell up. Olise dropping back. He goes for Kimmich. Kimmich back passes to Lima this time. Neuer gets that clearance. He goes for Stanisic. Don't make those rusty passes, my boy. Get the clearance. Oh my god, look at that. Stanisic conceding that. Harry Kane trying to place Luis Diaz. It is Luis Diaz and Olise who are staying high up for those counters. Now it is Bakola on the edge of the box. He goes in. Will there be a moment? Kang In Lee has got the ball. He trying to place that, but no. It is out of the pitch. Desired Doué on the sidelines, waiting for something to be happening. And Dembele, the Ballon d'Or winner, already having the shit in his pants. It out of the pitch. And what more could have Bayern fans expected that 2-0 up? But will Bayern be able to keep that lead? Will Bayern be able to keep that lead? Or it is PSG who will be now looking to shape up? On the other hand, Real Madrid and Liverpool, oh my goodness, Real Madrid have been awarded a free kick on the wing. It was a penalty decision. Liverpool confirms the original decision not to award one. My goodness, a penalty decision for Liverpool going against them. But the shot which Gnabry took, look at that, the ball hits the first post. Oh my god, it gets a deflection, it touches the far post as well. How was that shot from Gnabry, and what was that science behind that shot from Gnabry which happened, and the ball hits the inside of the first post and it gets a deflection out of the nets, out of the goal line. Which science is talking this, my boy? Which science is talking this? I need an explanation for this science to be talking in. 35 minutes are now up. It is Luis Enrique not looking happy. Look at that. He is standing so high on the stands. Where is he watching the fixture? Why is he not there on the sidelines? Is Luis Enrique the man suspended for today's fixture? No, there is no suspension for Luis Enrique. But why is he just having the view of the pitch so high from the stands? What is there wrong with him? It is Kvaratskhelia looking down to some injuries, gets some heal up. He is back on the sidelines, moving in. Bayern rolling the ball. Upamecano this time. Kimmich. Back to Neuer. Neuer gets that clearance, looking for Olise. Olise has got the ball, but the first touch was not good enough, my boy. It is 2 goals from Luis Diaz. It is the 2 goals which has come in from Luis Diaz. So what will be the tactical aspects of Vincent Kompany in the second half? Will he be allowing Diaz and the aspects of Olise to be playing up to those 90 minutes? It is Hakimi now moving up. Luis Diaz man marking Hakimi good enough. Luis Diaz is man marking Hakimi good enough. Kang In Lee places that. Fabian Ruiz this time goes in for Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes back to Marquinhos. He goes in. Vitina this time. Zaire Emery. Back to Vitina. Vitina is crusading in. He is moving inside the box. He gets a deflection for that pass. I think a corner, a set piece is going to be coming in. I think that is a set piece which is going to be coming in. Give your votes, my boys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. What is going to be the final outcome of today's fixture? Luis Diaz getting that deflection. Set piece being ignored by Bayern. Luis Diaz is having that move. Look at that. Luis Diaz is trolling PSG with his moves. It is Harry Kane this time, again trying to find Olise. It is Pacho getting that interception. William Pacho is the man who is getting those deflections. to those shots which Harry Kane is consistently making in. Hakimi this time gets across inside the box. It is for Kvaratskhelia, straight into the hands of Manuel Neuer. No worries for him. No worries for Manuel Neuer. So Manuel Neuer is also doing the talking. He has got a save against Barcola. Neuer gets a long goal kick. It was for Diaz, but no. 38 minutes on the watch. Can Bayern get their third goal? It is Fabian Ruiz getting that pass. He passes back. Zaire Emery. Vitina this time. Vitina is staying deep. He this time places the ball. It is a win-win situation. Lima is doing that job good enough. Look at that. Upamecano is speeding up against Fabian Ruiz. Look at that. Upamecano is speeding up against Fabian Ruiz. He places back. What a good move. Gnabry gets that. Joshua Kimmich this time. Missed pass from Kimmich. Missed pass from Kimmich. I would say Kimmich hasn't been that technical enough in this fixture. If we're talking about Joshua Kimmich, I would say he hasn't been that technical enough for this fixture. Olise this time rolling up. He's up against Mendes, but Mendes this time gets a block. 39 minutes on the watch. It is a throw coming in. PSG will take that. Today's fixture, Mendes has been really decent against Olise. Clearance coming in. Pacho straight to Stanisic. Pavlovic. Pavlovic goes for Upamecano. Harry Kane. Harry Kane places that. Stanisic is there. Will he place it? He goes for Gnabry. Stanisic wins that. He places it. Joshua Kimmich, take that shot, my boy. He's placing it from inside the box. It was a shot to be taken. 3-0 should be the scoreline as of now. A shot should have been taken from Kimmich. Kvaratskhelia this time on that retracing. He is moving high up. Ball win situation. Jonathan Tah has won that. Technically good enough. Luis Diaz back to Stanisic. He goes for Stanisic again. Stanisic dropping it. What a move. Joshua Kimmich trying to change the wings. Joshua Kimmich in these fixtures, I would say, not that good enough. It was a shot needed to be taken from him. Though he has been the man who is doing the talking, Joshua Kimmich is the man who has been making those progresses, but no. Look at that. It is Kvaratskhelia who got a tackle against Tah. Tah has a step over on his foot, but I don't think that it was intentional. It was a move of his body and it happened. It happened. On the other hand, Real Madrid and Liverpool still goalless. But it should have been a shot taken in from Joshua Kimmich rather than going for an assist. Stanisic misses that. Gnabry was late. And it was Zaire Emery who got that deflection. Jonathan Tah this time getting the ball rolling. Places it for Stanisic. Bayern making it. Stanisic goes for Diaz. It's Harry Kane this time. It is Stanisic who has to make that move. But he's not making it because those rusty spaces is not giving it to Kang In Lee to make it. It is now Fabian Ruiz. PSG progressing it high up. 41 minutes, 38 seconds on the watch. Upamecano, what an interception that it is. Clearing that ball good enough. What a decent performance from Upamecano. He is enjoying this. Upamecano is enjoying this fixture. What more could you want, my boy? What more could you want? It is the redemption being taken. It is the revenge which is being taken. And Marcio Mariani, the referee on the pitch, so far I would say has been decent enough. And PSG trailing at home by 2-0. Can Bayern get their third goal? PSG with Kang In Lee. Kang In Lee is speeding up. He is inside the box, going in. He goes for Hakimi. Hakimi on the mid box. Goes for Fabian Ruiz. A shot so wide at home. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz is having his mustache high up and he is missing all those shots. But this was a shot to be taken on attempt at least from Fabian Ruiz. But he has missed it. But Upamecano is having the good aspect of his play. Look at that. Upamecano is having that good smile on his face. Goes for Manuel Neuer. Clearance. Neuer gets that. It is Gnabry, Lama winning that tackle. Gnabry is making that. Place it, my boy. Place it on the wings. Place it on the wings. It was Olise there. He goes in for Pavlovic. Luis Diaz on the left wings. He places it again. Pavlovic goes for Upamecano this time. Now it is to Olise. 43 minutes, 15 seconds on the watch. Can we have that third goal? Can we have that third goal? Kimmich goes in. Olise back to Kimmich. Kimmich is having the ball. He has been tackled. Ruiz, Lima gets that. Harry Kane misses it. Harry Kane misses the touch to the ball. What a block from Olise. Marvelous. Marvelous block from Olise on the retraction. He retraces so deep and he has got a block. It is Joshua Kimmich down on the lines, and now Marcio Marini is blowing that whistle. It is a tackle which has happened, and Kimmich is just, oh my god, look at that. It was an intentional. It was Fabian Ruiz who hit Joshua Kimmich intentionally with his right foot on his head. It was an intentional hit from Fabian Ruiz to Joshua Kimmich. Again, it is an insult. It is Fabian Ruiz his time and again getting those insults to Kimmich, and this time Kimmich had a fall on the pitch and it was Fabian Ruiz who got that. It is a ball win-win situation. It is a goal. Third goal coming in. Stanisic has got that. The flags were raised. Yes, the flags were raised. Oh my goodness. It was Gnabry who was deep down, and it was Stanisic who was moving in. But no, it was given offside. Otherwise, it would have been 3-0. Upamecano passing that. Kimmich goes for Gnabry. Back to Kimmich again. He goes for Gnabry this time. Gnabry has a move. Will he place that? Olise has got it. Make a shot, my boy. Make a shot. Gnabry, Kimmich gets that into the net, so close to the far post. My boy Joshua Kimmich, I wanted that goal to be coming from you. What an excellent move from Gnabry, and Kimmich collects that ball inside the box. So good, he places it so superb, and it was super fine going to the far post. He made a just cut in with his inner side of the boots. It just misses the far post by inches. 3-0 should have been the scoreline. 45 minutes are now up, and 3 minutes of added time for the first half between PSG and Bayern. It is 3 minutes of stoppage time, added time for this first half. Luis Diaz. What a tackle again. Look at that. It is now Kang In Lee has got an ugly tackle to Luis Diaz. It is Star now getting that. Harry Kane. He has got the ball. Place it. Make a shot. Make a shot. Joshua Kimmich, my man. It is those decisive factors where Joshua Kimmich have to be good enough. Don't consider goal, my boy. A good tackle it is. Star winning that. A free kick being taken in quick enough from PSG. Block from Lama. Good enough. Keep the possession, my boy. Don't lose it. Lama winning that. He goes for Harry Kane deep on the mid pitch. Harry Kane is getting everything blocked. He has to make it fast, my boy. Lama now getting that to Diaz. Diaz with the first touch keeps the ball. No, Hakimi has won that. Hakimi is trying to make it good enough. Oh my god, a tackle from Luis Diaz to Hakimi. It is those restless moments which PSG wants, and that is what they are again trying to create it. And it is on the verge of the end of the first half. Luis Diaz gets a challenge to Hakimi, and now it is a yellow card. Luis Diaz getting 2 goals and now getting a yellow card. This is what PSG tempts to be having. This is what PSG tempts to be having. Luis Diaz already confronting that he has made that tackle. It is PSG management on the sidelines rolling high up because they are down by 2 goals. So Bayern have been denied 2 goals on those VARs and PSG have been denied 1 goal on those VARs. Real Madrid and Liverpool, it is still goalless on that part of the globe. And on the stats we were talking about, my goodness, Liverpool, look at that, the perfect lineup which I was seeing, and it is the perfect lineup which has been got. It is Hakimi on the sidelines making those moves as if he has been tackled bad. PSG are looking to waste that time good enough. Marcio Marini, also the referee on the pitch, is having those talks. It is Joshua Kimmich, it is like some Mikey knows what they are talking about it. Does PSG need Bayern to get a red card for that tackle so that they can play on the pitch? Does PSG want Marcio Marini, the referee on the pitch, Marini, to give a red card? Oh my goodness, look at that. Hakimi is crying. Is that some sort of a big injury? Is that some sort of a big injury? Hakimi is crying. Is that a big injury to be seen? Hakimi is limping off the pitch. My goodness, it is some sort of tackle which has happened and it is now Hakimi moving off the pitch. He is limping. Oh my goodness, it is now a potential red card which is going to be happening. It is that same way of challenge. Look at that. It is Hakimi who placed that leg in between Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz was trying to get the clearance of the ball. Ah, my goodness, it is a challenge which has happened and now Luis Diaz is being scrutinized for that challenge and a potential red card which Marini, the referee on the pitch, is going to take. A potential VAR is now being checked on the pitch. Marcio Marini, the referee on the sidelines, already having a look. But look at that, it is Luis Diaz who had a tackle. It was a tackle from behind, but it was Hakimi who got his left foot jumbled in between the 2 legs of Luis Diaz. It is Marini who is having that view. It is a potential red card review. It is Luis Diaz who has already got 2 goals. It is already 2 goals Luis Diaz has got. It is Marcio Marini who is oh my goodness, look at that. It is Marcio Marini is having the oh my goodness, it is a red card now given to Luis Diaz for that challenge. It is Luis Diaz who has got 2 goals and now it is a red card being awarded to Luis Diaz. In the second half, we are not being able to see Luis Diaz on the pitch. It is a red card to Luis Diaz and Bayern are now down to 10 men. That is what PSG wanted. That is what Paris Saint-Germain wanted and now it is a red card. It is the referee Marcio Marini who has given that red card. My goodness, what a way to end this first half. My goodness, how bad this game could go in. It is now Bayern down to 10 men and still the first half is going on. It is Bayern now down to 10 men and Luis Diaz, who got those 2 goals, has now got a red card and he will be definitely missing the next fixture as well. Bayern Munich in their matches to be talking about in the UCL. Next they are going to be facing Freiburg. My goodness, it is Arsenal where they will be facing. My goodness, look at that. It is a red card which has come into Luis Diaz, and Bayern in their next picture will face. It is Harry Kane inside the box. Make a shot. He takes a shot. Deflection from the goalkeeper. It should have been a goal. The need of the third goal. It is the need of the third goal, my boy Harry Kane. It was a shot taken from Harry Kane. It was so powerful enough. My goodness, it is Hakimi who is down. He is down with injury. And now it is a red card to Luis Diaz. This second half is still happening, my boys, because Bayern are down to 10 men. My goodness. It was the previous tackle which happened to Jamal Musiala, and no cards were given to Donnarumma for that. And now a tackle from Luis Diaz. It is Hakimi who is out with some injury with that, but not a major man, but he was seen limping in. This Bayern and PSG story is looking happening. In the second half, Bayern down to 10 men. What will be the thing? And from the aspects, if we are moving in, look at that. We'll be showing it exactly what has happened. Look at that. It is those early changes which has happened in. It is those early changes which has happened in. Look at that. It is already Hakimi is out. Whether I don't know what is the final status of his injury, whether that is bad enough or not, but Hakimi is out of the pitch. It is Dembele who is already out on the 25th minutes. But now Bayern are down to 10 men with Luis Diaz who got those two goals. And now he has got a red card. It is Gnabry who is there, Pavlovic who is there, Kimmich is there. I think it is Vincent Company who has to bring in some sort of substitutions on the mid pitch. Will that be the thing of? Will Joshua Kimmich be the man who will be getting substituted? Or will it be the likes of Harry Kane getting those substitutions? Or Bayern, will they stick to 10 man? It is the first time Vincent Company is having this in the UCL down to 10 man. It is the first time experience where these things are happening. My goodness. What a misery this is, my boy. What a misery. 2 goals up and now down to 10 man. And it is Dembele out. It is Hakimi out. And Dembele's goal was ruled out on VAR. Luis Diaz, a change in card. A goal was ruled out for Stanisic as well. Gnabry gets a shot. And now Luis Diaz gets a foul. My goodness, how many things are happening? How many things are happening? I will take a short 1 minute break, my boys. I will take a short 1 minute break. I will take a short 1 minute break. My goodness, what is this second half going to be? Down to 10 men against the Champions League winners of the previous season. It will be a big one. Bayern need to be getting that third goal. And on the other hand, Real Madrid and Liverpool still goalless. Huyson has got a yellow card. Real Madrid Huyson has been booked in, but no penalty was given. A VAR review of potential Liverpool confirms a decision not to award one. Both the matches are looking happening. Both the matches are looking happening. What is that going to be? I will be just having a short 1 minute break, my boy. Oh my god. What is that? Give your votes, my boss. I will be just back in 2 minutes. Give your votes. Is this second half going to be finished? Because down to 10 men, and now it is Mayulu who has been picked in. It is the aspects. We are back from those short break, but what a closure of the first half that was. What a closure of the first half that was. It was really something which you don't expect to be happening. It is something which you don't expect to be happening. Look at that. It is something which you don't expect to be happening. Oh my goodness, what a misery that has been today. It is Diaz who has got those two goals, the man who came on a transfer to Bayern, and now it is down to 10 goals. I mean, down to 10 men. Oh my goodness. Misery is my boy. Misery is looking to be happening. Misery is looking to be happening. The second half hasn't yet started, but there is ample of time for the second half to happen. But how Bayern are going to be making that with 10 men on the pitch, 45 minutes plus stoppage time? Let me put this onto our screen. Look at that. Luis Diaz gets that red card. That challenge was not at all decent, I would say, but it wasn't worth of a red card. What are the guys who are just commenting on? Let us have a look on those social media platforms. What is this which is looking happening? Look at that. It is all those social media which is over flooded with fans just making those moments on the page. Oh my goodness. Let me put this. Look at that. Am I being able to show that? No. Luis Diaz, what a best midfielder, I mean winger he is, and he has got those two goals. And it is neither Musiala and Davis who are present over here, but still, how are things going to be turning in? My goodness, down to 10 man. Will that approach be good enough for today's fixture? Are Bayern going to be getting more goals? Down to 10 men is the worry now. Down to 10 men is the worry now. What is that which is looking happening? Down to 10 men is the worry, and what is that which is going to happen now? This was not the thing which was expected to be happening. This was not the thing which was expected to be happening. That shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened. Still, we have that second half left. How are things going to shape up for today's fixture, my boy? How are things going to shape up for today's fixture? Will Vincent Company be providing good for this? Will Vincent Company be providing good for this? That is the thing which is worrying. That is the thing which is really worrying. Will that thing be happening for today? 2-0. Can Bayern maintain this? And PSG, who have got their Ballon d'Or, Dembele out, it is the likes of Hakimi who is out. Will they be able to make that? Oh my goodness, how are things going to be making into the second half? Harry Kane, will he get a clinical goal in the second half? Because it is the need of the third goal to get that game totally shut down. But it was Joshua Kimmich who was being hit on his head with Fabian Ruiz and his leg. But no, not being given any card for that. Those were the moments which happened on the pitch. It is still Joshua Kimmich having a talk with the referee on the pitch, and it is Matteo Marini who has given that red card to Luis Diaz. Oh my goodness. It is Tom Bishop seen on the sidelines. So he is coming on. Who is the man who is going to get the substitution? Who is the man who is going to get those substitutions? Who is the man who is going to get those substitutions? It is already Tom Bishop who is looking to be coming onto the page for Bayern. So it is Serge Gnabry who has been sacrificed. Bayern has been now seen sacrificing those attacks, and it is on the defensive aspects they are going in, and it is Bishop who is coming in playing those box-to-box movements. That is where the second half is going to kick off between Bayern and PSG. That is where the second half, the Bayern down to 10 men, and it is Tom Bishop who has now come on, and Serge Gnabry has been replaced. Substitution coming in for a forward, and now the second half has got a kickoff over here, my boy. It is that shit PSG who has now got those ugly challenges. The kickoff has happened. The ball is rolling on the pitch. PSG trying to make something. Will they make that good? Will they make that good? Will they make that good, my boy? Can we expect more goals to be coming in? Can we expect more goals to be coming in? Fabian Ruiz places that. It is so early in the second half. A shot looking to be happening. Harry Kane making a run. It is a tackle from Fabian Ruiz. It is Fabian Ruiz again making that ugly tackle. But it is Matteo Marini, the referee on the pitch, not getting those yellow cards this time. It was a tackle. It was Fabian Ruiz who played that rusty movement on the pitch. He almost stepped over Harry Kane, but still no cards being given. What an ugly move we are seeing that. It is Matteo Marini playing the culprit role now. Will that be the thing happening? Will that be the thing happening? Man, down to 10 men are now playing. Interception coming in. Joshua Kimmich tracing the ball. Back to Manuel Neuer. Waste that time, my boy. Waste that time. Neuer gets that clearance. Pacho gets that deflection. Good. So it is the second half. Will PSG be playing that? Kang in lead, trying to get high up. My goodness, again a yellow card is being given for that tackle. It is Tom Bishop who got that tackle to Kang In Lee, and now he has been given a yellow card. Matteo Marini, he is playing that culprit role, my boy. No denying the fact it is Matteo Marini playing that culprit role. How are things going to shape up? My goodness. How are things going to shape up this way? This is looking like a poor shit thing happening in the second half. Vitina takes that cross to the far post, goes in. I think a deflection coming in from Olise. It is a bad thing looking happening. It is a bad thing looking happening. It is the same way where Bayern gets those defeats, and it is the same way the things are looking happening again. Set piece coming in, PSG takes that. A header was. White Scalia misses that, but he is asking for the referee what? This time PSG wants a penalty. Harry Kane got a good block, my boy. Harry Kane. And all the yellow cards, look at that. Tom Bishop has got a yellow card for Bayern. It is a red card. Luis Diaz has got. All those cards have been given. I mean, the referee Matteo Mariani is only getting those cards only for Bayern players. But PSG players getting those big time tackles are not getting anything. A yellow card this time. It is to Manuel Neuer. My goodness, this man, Matteo Marini, is now up. He gives a yellow card now to Manuel Neuer. What an ugly move. Let me put that question now onto the chat. Is the man Matteo Marini, is he a madman? Mauricio Marini is a madman? That is now the question which has been put on the chat. Is this man a madman? That is what the question which has now been pinned onto the chat. A yellow card to Manuel Neuer. My goodness. Real Madrid and Liverpool still goalless. My goodness. Marzio Marini is doing everything to stop Bayern from winning this. 50 minutes now on to the watch. What will that happen? 50 minutes. Manuel Neuer with that goal kick. Clear that ball, man. Clear that ball. PSG again now rolling with the ball with the advantage of one man. Will they get something? Police is down, Lama is down. Every time now the ball is being placed, it is Barcola now. Lama has got a good tackle. Clear that ball, my boy. Clear that ball. But the most worrying thing is the next picture which Bayern will be playing, it will be the likes of Arsenal where they will be playing that. Bayern in the next picture will be playing Arsenal. That is where the worry is. Because look at this, Bayern in the matches next in the UCL, it is PSG. After that, it is Union Berlin in Bundesliga, Freiburg in Bundesliga, and it is Arsenal away. What a tackle it is to Pavlovic. Kang In Lee gets a tackle to Pavlovic against Arsenal. That will be the fixture which Bayern has to play. And it will be Luis Diaz who won't be available for that fixture. Harry Kane getting that deflection. Olise. Back to Olise again. He goes that. Bishop places back. Manuel Neuer. Clear that, my ball. Good clearance from Manuel Neuer coming in. A header. Olise gets that. This man, Marzio Marini, I'm going to just ruin him tomorrow morning with all those videos. I'm just going to ruin this man, Marzio Marini, tomorrow morning because the thing which he has done, it is really bad to be talking in. It is really bad to be talking in. Vitina gets that he is rolling it. Kang in Lee, but PSG are not being able to penetrate the box. That is what they are suffering. Kimmich is rolling up. It's the change of the wings. PSG now trying to get that one number good enough. Harry Kane down on the box. It was an opportunity but missed. Harry Kane is placing it. Will he place that? No, it is a tackle from behind to Harry Kane. It is a tackle from behind to Harry Kane from Zaire Emery. But no card again being given by this shit man on the pitch. Marzio Marini not. Look at that tackle. It is Zaire Emery getting that ugly tackle to Harry Kane. And now it is Marzio Marini just leaving Bayern players to be getting those ugly tackles on the pitch. What an ugly move, my boy. What an ugly move. What a way the ref is on the pitch are just going to ruin this way. And Upamecano are there. A free kick it is. Manuel Neuer going to take that. He goes in high up for Lise. We need a free ball on the edge of the box now to get that third goal. Lama now. Bayern are approaching high on the box. 54 minutes on the watch with that throw. Lama places that back to Upamecano. He goes for Olise. Olise has been rolling in. He makes that move. Joshua Kimmich gets that. Places to Lama. What a back pass you making. Make that high up on the pitch, my boy. Make that high up on the pitch. This is where Joshua Kimmich, I would say the thing which I don't like about him is that he places the ball back. That is where he is suffering in. You're down to 10 men. There is no space to be given in down on your own half. Just place the ball high up on the opposition's end. Is Vincent Company happy with that? We will be waiting for that press conference to be happening after this picture. Olise is down, Bishop is down, Stanisic is down. And are now looking to safeguard their nets with their men dropping down on their box, down to 10 men. It is a touch coming in, but straight into the hands of Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer getting that goal kick high up. It is for Harry Kane. Header one. Bishop was there for that speed, but no. Getting outnumbered, my boy. What a beautiful gameplay it was in the first half, and now down to 10 men with that shit refereeing. It is now happening. Man are just losing away the possession. This is what Luis Enrique would have wanted in his dreams, and this is what it is happening. This is what it is happening. Oh my goodness, Liverpool has got a goal. Liverpool has got a goal against Real Madrid. Who has got that goal? We will be waiting to watch that. Who has got that goal for Liverpool? After that, we are review the goal stands. Los Blancos down by 1-0. Look at that. Bayern are defending well. No denying the fact Bayern are defending well. And not allowing PSG to come inside the box. Blocking it too well, my boy. Blocking it too well. I'm proud of you, my boys. You're blocking that good enough. Not allowing PSG to come inside the box. What a class defensive aspect which is being shown. Hammer gets that tackle. Harry Kane wins that. He is dribbling it, but whom is he going to pass? He has given away the ball. Joshua Kimmich finally gets that clearance. Oh my goodness. And on the other hand, Liverpool has scored a goal. Nuno Mendes inside the box going in. The flags were raised. Anyway, the flags were raised. What was that goal from Liverpool which has happened? It was it was McAllister who got an assist. I mean, goal from Szoboszlai. Oh my goodness, Liverpool has got a goal against Real Madrid. And with Harry Kane on the sidelines. On the 59 minutes, now Harry Kane down. Oh my goodness, it is a tackle from William Pacho. Harry Kane is doing his best. That is what you have to, my boy. Be calm. Get those time waste policies good enough. PSG is such a shit team. But Bayern are defending it good, not giving any spaces. It is on the 60th minute now, but not giving any spaces to PSG to come inside the box. Kang In Lee takes a shot. It was to Kvaratskhelia, but Ta has got a block. Pavlovic clears that. Clear that ball, man, boy. Yes, that is what I'm saying. Clear that ball. Upamecano, Ta, Bishop, Stanisic, Lima all are staying on the edge of the box. Stop it. Don't allow it to happen. But it is on the sides of Stanisic where Mayulu and Kang In Lee are trying to make. What a header clearance from Ta! It was a shot, but Jonathan Ta takes that clearance good enough. So it's Kelia now. He places that. Fabian Ruiz. PSG are trying everything but not being able to get inside the box. Man, making it hard. Make it more hard for them, my boy. Make it more harder for them. Don't allow them to come inside the box. It is a shot now. Vitina trying to take from so far from the box. Frustrating moments. Frustrating moments it is. Manuel Neuer getting the hold of the ball. Goes in high up. This time it is Bishop who is there. It is Olise. Will he make some chances out of it? He is having the possession. He is showing his strength, my boy. He is showing his strength. Bishop is showing his strength. Good enough. But it is the time to drop down on your own half, my boy. Nuno Mendes this time. He is trying to get past. Upamecano getting that block board. Olise is now making his move. He is running it high up. He has got Kane. Will he pass it? No. Olise is making his moves. He has made that. He is there. He has made a shot. It was a brilliant move from Mikel Olise. Single-handedly, he made that. He got past four of the PSG players on the verge of those 62 minutes. He was so close. Inside the box he goes. But he was out of his gas. He was out of his gas. That is what I would say. He was out of his gas. Bayern fans won't be happy because seeing Bayern play like this on their own defensive aspect is not what they expect. It is the attacks which they want to be coming in, and that is what down to 10 men is what you can't afford to do because you don't have Alphonso Davies, you don't have Musiala, Luis Diaz is out, Gnabry has been substituted. It is now the miseries in the attacks. Lama getting that clearance, good enough. PSG are looking struggling against 10 men down Bayern. PSG are looking struggling. And it is only by the virtue of this man, Marzio Mariani. Now it is Luis Enrique trying to bring in Joao Neves. But Real Madrid, on the other hand, it is Camavinga who is off and Rodrigo who is in. That is what the thing is happening. But McAllister has got a goal and an assist from Dominic Szoboszlai. Mike knows this time. He is going for Vitina. It's now Kang In Lee again goes for Kvaratskhelia. It is Tom Bishop and Stanisic doing a hell lot of a job on that left part of the defense. Getting that clearance good enough. Tina this time. Mendes. Lima gets that good. Pass the ball, my boy. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. Don't keep the possession. Yes, that is what I'm saying. Upamecano getting that clearance. He goes in. Harry Kane. Lima is there. Harry Kane goes into the far wings. It is for Bishop this time. And I say, back to Bishop. And I say again, keep the ball rolling, my boy. Don't keep the possession. Keep the ball rolling. Neuer goes in. He's trying to find Olise. It is off for a throw. It is Gonzalo Ramos and Joao Neves. 65 minutes on the watch and Luis Enrique trying to bring them. Look at that. It is this man, Fabian Ruiz, again trying to get those ugly challenges to Lima. But not being able to do that. This man, Fabian Ruiz, is a shit man. Alright, Scalia gets that. A shot, but grounded one, and no worries for Manuel in the second half. It is almost 20 minutes which PSG has taken to get a shot on attempt. This is the first shot on attempt PSG takes that, and it is Kvaratskhelia who takes that. And in 20 minutes, PSG takes in the second half. PSG are having their substitutes waiting on the sidelines, but they are standing over there and not making it. PSG making those shit substitutions. It is Barcola and Fabian Ruiz out, and I wanted that man Fabian Ruiz to be playing on the pitch and get his legs broken. He's that shit man, Fabian Ruiz. Will PSG get any goal? Is Bettina trying to take a shot, but block. Bayern are blocking everything coming in. What a decent defensive capabilities which is being shown with this team. It has been rarely seen Bayern defending, but now they are playing those defending aspects and they are just making that happen so beautifully. It is PSG who are struggling to get inside the box. That is what the thing is looking happening. It is PSG who is looking struggling. They are struggling to take those shots on attempt with Bayern down to 10 man. Joshua Kimmich gets that interception, but at the cost of a corner incoming. Will Vincent Company go for any substitutions? That will be interesting to watch. Vitina again takes a shot. Manuel Neuer gets that block. Again, Manuel Neuer gets that block. It is now PSG taking those shots on attempt from so far from the box, and it is what a perfect gameplay it is looking. What a perfect gameplay. By adapting to these scenarios over here and defending it, it has been those rare occasions which has been seen, and they are doing it so perfect and so beautiful. And they are left, PSG are just left with the hope and expectations of getting some goals so far from the box. Vincent Company on the sidelines, not looking happy. Manuel Neuer with that goal kick, but it is some sort of a missed pass which has happened. What a clearance from Jonathan Tah. Marvelous, my boy, marvelous. Stanisic, Bishop showing those moves. Stanisic is making those, but he has got only Olise. He's getting outnumbered. Will he make that? Olise takes a shot. It is a shot on attempt, but not that clinical to get a goal past the likes of PSG's the shed goalkeeper. It is Chevalier, the man who is there. 69 minutes now on the watch. Kvaratskhelia is trying everything and anything to be coming in, but not getting what he is needed. Kang In Lee takes a shot straight into the hands of Manuel Neuer. What a good goalkeeping this legend goalkeeper of Manuel Neuer is doing. Look at his positional aspect. He was knowing that it was a shot being taken and Kang In Lee was going to make a shot to the far post. He went on to there. But wish Olise could have got that third goal, my boy. Just few minutes back, wish Olise could have got that third goal. But man are now looking to get their shape reformed. Lama up against Kvaratskhelia, takes a cross. Deflection from Stanisic to the far post. Good one. Zaire Emery this time. Vitina. Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Again to the far post. Clearance coming in. Stanisic. Block that, my boy. Block that and get that clearance. João Neves again. Goes for Kvaratskhelia. Header for Gonzalo Ramos. It was close. It was close, my boy. It was close. It was that first attempt, I would say, which was clinical, but Tah and Upamecano not giving Gonzalo Ramos that space. Look at that tight space and not even providing that loose space to PSG down to 10 man. What a class performance by An Hashwing. I'm really getting more and more impressed with this class performance which is happening. Manuel Neuer again taking that. He is trying to get the aspects of Vincent Company. Back to Upamecano. Manuel Neuer again getting that. Yes, you are now taking to take that throw. 71 minutes on the watch. Still 20 more minutes plus stoppage time. Still 20 more minutes plus stoppage time. Joshua Kimmich high up is trying to block that space where Vitina and João Neves are trying to make those moves. Vitina this time again is rolling that, but both Pavlovic and Kimmich are playing those anchor positions. Bishop is also rotating that good. Kvaratskhelia, he has got the likes of Mendes. What a tackle from Upamecano. Beautifully cleared the ball. It is the two pivot centre backs, Upamecano and Tah, playing that marvelous, not giving those spaces. Marvelous, marvelous centre back aspects showing from both Upamecano and Tah. Again, Kvaratskhelia, this time inside the box. It is so close. Clear the ball. Mikel Olise gets that. Clear that ball, my boy. Clear that ball. Clear that ball. Continue the gameplay. Continue the gameplay. My goodness, Marcio Marini is making those deadly aspects. PSG are coming close to the box now. There's a cross inside the box, goes in, and the first goal has come in. It is Joao Neves, the man I was saying in, and he has got that. He made that move, and it is 1-2 the scoreline. And Bayern are now seen just defending, but it is now Vincent Kompany who has to make those changes. It is the change in the lineup which is now needed. It is Rafael Guerrero is there, it is Min Jae Kim is there, it is Goretzka is there, but not going on those changes. He's still staying with Pavlovic and Kimmich, and it is the shot of legs, gas, which is the thing. Look at that. It was Upamecano who was deep down, and that is where Gonzalo Ramos was pressing it, and Joao Neves founding that space up against Lima. He made that. It is the need of Goretzka, or it is the needs of a defensive aspect to be coming in onto the mid page. It is Vincent Kompany who has to now make those changes. 1-2 is the score line. 1-2 is the score line. 75 minutes, and in just 30 minutes, PSG has got a goal in the second half. But still, Vincent Kompany not bringing in Goretzka. He is not going in for any Guerrero, not going in for the likes of. What a tackle that is from Ta. Wonderful. But Vincent Kompany has to make changes now. 75 minutes on the watch. He is still relying on Pavlovic. Martina takes a shot. Manuel Neuer gets a save, good enough. Martina is consistently getting those spaces and he is taking those shots, but Vincent Kompany not making any approaches to be stopping that. Vincent Kompany has to get those substitutions. It is the need of the hour. Joao Neves is spreading the pitch. He is wide off on the wings. 75, 6 minutes on the watch. Kvaratskhelia is trying to get across, but wide enough, my boy. Wide enough. But Vincent Kompany, why is he not going for any substitutions? I'm not being able to understand. It is the need of those substitutions which has to come in. It is the need of the substitutions Vincent Kompany has to bring in to make that count. It is the need of the substitutions. What a block for Manuel Neuer. My goodness, Zaire Emery was there for a free shot to be taken, but Manuel Neuer, a big save. But I am not being able to understand why Vincent Company is not making those changes. It is some sort of a substitution which is needed. It is a substitution which is the need of the hour. Man, players are looking out of their gas. It is the substitution which is needed. But I don't know why it is Vincent Company not going for any substitution now. He has just brought in the aspects of Tom Bishop. Oh my god, now it is Kim Min Jae coming in. Thank god. Bring in Goretzka as well. The need of the defensive aspects is what the thing is. Why is Vincent Company not going for any substitutions? I'm not being able to understand. And what is he trying to do? Look at that. It was to the far post. Now the substitutions are coming in for Vincent Company. Whom is he bringing in? Minje is coming in and Mikel Olise is off. Mikel Olise is now being given those rests because in the attacks is not what Bayern need. It is what the defensive aspects. Only Kim Min Jae is the man coming in. Only Kim Min Jae is coming in. He should have brought in Goretzka as well. He is keeping Pavlovic on the pitch. He is still keeping Pavlovic on the pitch. That is what the error he will be doing. He is not bringing in Goretzka. It is Leon Goretzka who should be called in, but he is not bringing in Goretzka. Pavlovic is still staying. He is out of his gas. Oh my goodness, what a cross again. This time Joao Neves made that cross. It was happening. Kang In Lee got that. Look at that header from Joao Neves. So high up he is jumping. Thank God. 81 minutes now on the watch. Make that happen, my boy. Make that happen. Look at that challenge to Lama on the sidelines. Look at that challenge to Harry Kane on the sidelines. Nuno Mendes has got an ugly challenge to Lima and no cards being given to him. Marcio Marini again, look at that. It was the likes of Nuno Mendes who got that ugly challenge to Lima and still no cards being given. That is what Marquinhos was making those spaces for Joao Neves. Look at that. It is the referee who is giving everything for PSG players. Nuno Mendes getting that ugly tackle to Lima and no cards given for them. This Italian referee is giving everything for this French side. But why is Vincent Company not even going for those changes? Is the thing worried? It is that thing which is looking worried. Bata is giving everything. 83 minutes. Make this win happen, my boy. Make this win happen. Lama gets that block good. It is a tackle to Lama again. Look at that. Now he is giving a yellow card. This man is furious and he is giving only yellow cards. Now it is to Stanisic. This man has got those baits. This man, Marzio Marini, has got those money on the table talking. It was a challenge. Look at that. Kang in lead. It is the likes of Nuno Mendes getting those tackles to Lama. And now he has given those cards. My goodness, this man, Maurizio Marini, he is in a total. He has got that money on the table. Now it is the first time he is giving those cards to Nuno Mendes, but time and again he has been getting those tackles. Look at that, it was a tackle from behind. Nuno Mendes, look at the expression on his face. He was not even apologizing. That is what the football mentality is, my boys. That is what the football mentality is. What a poor mentality, and it is the Champions League winners, you call them. What a shit mentality PSG are having, and I really don't know how they are affording to be standing on the pitch like this. They should be ashamed of, and they should be just stripped of their jerseys to be playing in. It is definitely PSG should be stripped of their jerseys. What a shit mentality they are showing on the pitch. Every time they are getting those tackles, and this referee on the pitch, Maurizio Marini, is not giving any cards to them, and all the cards are coming in for Bayern. My goodness. On the other hand, Real Madrid and Liverpool, my goodness, Real Madrid are losing it. Oof. Tonight is a bad day for me, my boy. Just look at the tackles which PSG players are making on the pitch time and again. And no cards are being shown. Now PSG again looking to hovering. What a clearance coming in. Upamecano this time getting that. It was again to Joao Neves. But it is Vincent Company still sticking with Pavlovic and not bringing in Goretzka. It is the need of the fresh legs, needs of those defensive aspects. Vitina takes a shot straight for Neuer. Vitina takes that shot, but he is time and again getting those spaces, and he's taking those shots so far from the box. This time it was to the far post, but safe into the hands of Manuel Neuer. 86 minutes now. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Can we make that? Down to 10 men. Down by not the availability of Musiala and not the availability of Davis. Gnabry is off. Olise is off. Vitina this time. Passing that. Block him. Kvaratskhelia is making a shot. It is those ugly moments looking on the pitch. But why is Upamecano trying to get a touch to those balls which are going straight to Manuel Neuer? Manuel Neuer throwing that ball so wide enough. Harry Kane is the lone man chasing the ball. Harry Kane is off the pitch. Harry Kane is now off the pitch. Now it is Vincent Company on 88 minutes, 87 minutes rather, making those changes. What a performance from Harry Kane. Marvelous enough, and Bayern fans are just praising it. Look at that. The Bavarian fans gathered over there are just making that thing look happen. Now it is Goretzka coming in. It is a late substitution, I would time and again say. Harry Kane was kept in so long. If the injuries would have come in, it would have been really difficult. And on the 87th minute now, it is Goretzka who has been called in. And Goretzka is looking as if he has been awakened from his deep sleep. "88 minutes, a cross coming in, no. Stanisic is getting those blocks scored. But João Neves on that cross wings is staying there. Two more minutes, two more minutes. It will be wonderful to see how much of the stoppage time are being awarded. That will be too interesting. And when is that referee Marzio Marini is going to blow that whistle? Ball is hovering so far from the box. PSG are struggling it. Goretzka, what a beautiful clearance it is. That is what I mean. A strong man on the edge of the box. Make that tackle, my boy. Make that tackle. Break their legs. It is in need of breaking their legs, Pat. Goretzka dropping down. Make that tackle, my boy. Make that tackle. Get their legs back. Neves takes that shot. No worry for Neuer. Gang in lead this time. PSG are looking to get anything out of nothing because in their tactical capabilities they are looking suffering. They are looking suffering. This is what you call the Champions League winners. It isn't, my boy. It isn't. They are not the Champions League winners. They are the Champions League losers, I would say. What is this? Marzio Marini now pointing to Manuel Neuer. He has already given a yellow card. Now what he wants a red card to Neuer. Is that the thing which he is wanting? Because the money is on the table. Meccano getting that. Goretzka is there. No need of running high up, my boy. Drop on your own defensive aspect. It is Minje, Kim, Ta, Upamecano, Stanisic, Lama, all the defensive aspects. Pavlovic, Kimmich, Goretzka. Man is now surviving on their defensive legs. No one on the attacks. No one on the attacking aspects to be calling in. What a defensive show Bayern has shown in. Beautiful. Mayulu this time. He goes that. Vitina. João Neves. Stop him. Stop him. Stop him to get inside the box. Beautiful work, my boy. That is a beautiful work. Lama is there. Kvaratskhelia going into the far post, but his crosses are so wide. Lee gets that. He gets across again. Clear that ball, my boy. Yes. Oh my goodness. It was so close. It was so close. Now Lama gets that. 90 minutes are now up. 5 minutes. My goodness. 5 minutes of stoppage time. And what a shit performance it was from the referee Marzio Marini, who has given those cards. It was first a yellow card to Luis Diaz, and after getting those reviews, he takes a hell lot of time. I don't know with whom he was talking in, and it was Hakimi moving off the pitch. I don't know what was the exact injury which happened to him, but a red card was given to Luis Diaz. It was that cross angle which Luis Diaz got it. And it was those ugly tackles. It was time and again Nuno Mendes making those ugly challenges. It was the likes of Vitina making those ugly challenges. It was Fabian Ruiz, the shit man, who has kicked Kimmich on his head. And he was making those bad tackles time and again. It was Marquinhos getting those ugly tackles. But none of them were given a card for that. And Bayern on the receiving end of the cards, it is the likes of Joseph Stanisic who has got a card. Look at that. It is the Manuel Neuer who has got a yellow card. It is Tom Bishop. All the yellow cards. It is Luis Diaz. My God, the cards have been coming in so bad. And time and again, this referee Marzio Marini have been placing that. This has been a hell lot of a game, hell lot of a bad game, I would say. This is what the Champions League mentality from PSG and bribing this referee is what the thing is looking for the whole 90 minutes now. The first half Bayern played so beautifully they could have scored 3 or 4 goals, but no. 3 minutes of stoppage time now. 2 minutes left out of those total 5 minutes. Again a cross coming in. Great clearance from Lammer. Manuel Neuer gets the ball, hold of the ball. Just 2 minutes and we will be roaring high and making this PSG to be on the losing side. We will be just roaring high. Look at that jump from Manuel Neuer. So good, and he got the hold of the ball. It was so ugly. Goretzka now making those good tackles, but Vincent Kompany should have brought in Goretzka much earlier into this. The substitutions coming in from Vincent Kompany was a bit late, but he's still keeping Kim Min-jae getting the clearance now. Vincent Kompany getting Pavlovic still playing up to those 94 minutes now. It is a good block. Stanisic has given the best. 4 minutes of the total 5 minutes of stoppage time are up. Just 1 minute left. I will see when is this referee Marzio Marini is going to blow that whistle. He will also be getting those bribes if he is giving more than 5 minutes. Kim Min-jae getting that deflection, getting that one. Go down to 10 man. Bayern are showing it. 45 more minutes, rather 30 more minutes left. 30 seconds more left. Show that Bavaria mentality, my boy. Show it. We need the win. We need the win. Down to 10 man and bribing referees. But then also PSG are struggling. That is what the UEFA Champions League winners, you call them. The shit winners of the previous season. Just 15 seconds left. I will see when is this referee Marzio Marini is going to blow that whistle. Whether he is already bribed or not for getting more stoppage time. Block that, Stanisic. Don't allow him to get into the box. Oh my goodness. 5 minutes are up. But it is now a set piece. Corner going to be incoming. 5 minutes of stoppage time are up. 5 minutes of stoppage time are up. This is the last set piece. PSG are going to take that. Get that defend, my boy. Deflected. Blew the whistle. Marzio Marini, please blow that whistle. It is a win coming in to Bavaria. 2-1 is the scoreline. And it is the PSG Champions League winners. Look at that. All the Bayern players, 10 men on the pitch, are hugging each other. It is Vincent Kompany who is running on and hugging all the 10 men who were there, surviving it for the 45 minutes. We have done it, my boy. We have done it. PSG have been just thrown. It is the Champions League trophy which PSG should hand it over to Bayern Munich for their ugly performance. They tried everything. They tried to get those red cards to Luis Diaz. They tried to get those tackles to Joshua Kimmich. They were getting those ugly tackles to Olise. It was Nuno Mendes. It was Fabian Ruiz. It was Vitinha. It was Pacho who were making those ugly tackles time and again. But no, it is the referee Marzio Marini who gave them those bonus and those handed points to be coming in by giving those red cards to Luis Diaz and time and again giving those yellow cards. It was Pavlovic. It was Tom Bishop. Many of the Bayern players were given a yellow card, but it is the Bayern mentality winning over PSG. That is what is called Mias and Mia, Bavaria mentality. Make it big, my boy. Make it big. I have done it. I'm proud of you, my Vincent Kompany. But one thing I would say in this, Vincent Kompany getting those substitutions wasn't that clinical, which I wanted to be happening. Because it was Goretzka, it was Kim Min-jae who were called into those substitutions in the second half. After those 87 minutes, that wasn't the need of the hour. Leon Goretzka came in and Harry Kane was playing on those striking aspects when Olise was already substituted. Up to 87 minutes, Harry Kane survived. But what was the need if he's going to get an injury? But an upset for Bayern will be that in the next UCL fixture, they will be facing Arsenal at the Emirates in London. But it will be the Luis Diaz who won't be able to play that fixture. That will be a worry. And that is what PSG has caused those upsets. But it wasn't Alphonso Davies, it wasn't Musiala, Hiroki Ito were not available. And Bayern getting that victory. What a big mentality, I would call it. We are ending that poll, we are ending that chat on over here. And yes, big Bayern mentality and big win which has come in. Great done, my boys. And Vincent Company still now gets 16 matches unbeaten, and he has dethroned Chelsea, the FIFA World Cup winners, and now he has dethroned PSG, the Champions League winners. Who are next going to face man? Come on, my boys, come on. We are waiting for it. Till then, bye bye, guys. Keep going.